Can you feel the tension in the air right now? I know I can. I can feel it all the way down in my plums, getting all swollen, with a light blue hue to them, fresh and juicy, ready for the picking.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Rise and grind on this. I don't even know what day it is. Friday. Thank God it's Friday for you. I do work tomorrow. On this Friday, good morning, everybody. Rise and grind. Game time, Brian. Wearing the Primetime Studios hoodie. It's a really nice hoodie, high end. Go get, not many of these left, but go get you one before they're gone. Rise and grind, everybody. I wake up today to just negativity from the channel, the channel subscribers, not members, subscribers. Listen, man, I was awoken up yesterday by 160 some, what the fuck's this guy doing? Well, it's a lady. By like 160 some, texts, regarding the Micah Parsons trade. I was not advocating for the trade. I don't think they're a better team because of the trade. I wasn't going to tell somebody how to feel. All right? Our ownership, it was more of a venting process. I personally am not going to come on and cry the blues and let this football team that I root for make me do things. You know, I'm not. That's just not. Life's too short for this BS. I don't. This was effed up. This whole situation with Micah Parsons, Matt Batten, since you want to email me with rude stuff, saying, how dare we, who thought we were good guys. I am a good guy. Okay? I'm letting the people vent because somebody has an opinion that they don't want to pay $47.5 million to Micah Parsons. That's on them. That is on them. That is not on me. What do you want me to do? You want me to yell and scream and drink and you know? No, you got to make responsible. I don't use YouTube for that. You want to watch me? Good. You appreciate my opinion and my friend's opinion? Good. You don't? That's good too. You're more than welcome to leave your comments. Again, this was messed up last year. Okay? Last year. 5 players from Micah's draft have already been re-signed to new contracts. Right? The good teams, and I've said this ad nauseum, and I don't hear nobody, texting me, game time, you were right about that. No, nobody ever wants to do that. Everybody just wants to wait until something happens and I don't react a certain way to act like a, you know what. This was messed up last year. Okay? This was messed up last year. This starts at the top. I had a phone call with Philly 500 last night. This starts at the top. I was wrong, okay? I was wrong regarding Jerry Jones. One thing I don't have a problem with is if I misread a situation or something doesn't go the way I think, I will say I was wrong. I will definitely say I was wrong. Not here to say I'm right. I do have a strong opinions, and I think I'm right most of the time. But this was messed up a long time ago. The structure at the top is wrecked. And Stephen Jones, this was a Stephen Jones and Will McClay move. Yes, it was. Jerry doesn't do this by himself. It's because Jerry's a mouthpiece and likes to, to run his mouth. This was a Stephen Jones and Will McClay move regarding Kenny Clark. You would have thought that Kenny Clark was the second coming to Jerome Brown. You want to go out and make your defense really good? than go out and get a young stud on a team and trade Micah Parsons. I had nothing against Kenny Clark. He's 29. He just signed a 3-year deal. He's the type of player that starts out the year very good, and I think he gets too many snaps, and by the end of the year, he tails off. I think it makes the defensive tackle room better. It's way too big. There's 6 tackles. Why are we cutting Ryan Flournoy and we're keeping 6 defensive tackles only to make guys inactive? You gotta cut Mozzie Smith. What are you waiting for? Maybe that's coming today because they cut Ryan Flournoy and kept Mozzie Smith, who's going to be probably inactive. I don't understand. But this just opens up a window. Are you telling me the way they sat up there and talked on that press conference, the way that Jerry Jones, and the Dallas Cowboys media.com media and the local media in Dallas do not ask the right questions all the time. They let Jerry go, because you don't want to lose your access. Nobody's got the stones to say, Jerry, why wasn't he signed earlier? You being scared to give away big contracts is costing the team and now players. You can say whatever you want about Micah Parsons. You can say whatever you want. He's a Hall of Fame player. He's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. Unless something happens, he's going to have a yellow jacket. Yet another guy who's going to have a yellow jacket. Whether it's funny now, you go on and you see the trolls laughing and giggling, saying Dallas defense sucks. The same trolls who were saying Micah sucks against the run, Micah's not a good player, barbecue chicken. You can't have it both ways. That's where you're fraud. That's why you're, I'll be nice. That's not cool, man. I mean, what are you talking about? You're talking about both sides of your neck here. You sound like a fan, right? You sound like a fan, and you're entitled. You can go fan it up, man. Go have your buddies over, have your nachos on Sunday, and, whatever. Be a fan. I don't care. But if you want to talk football, welcome. This was not a good day. I was half asleep. I was sleeping because I had 3 hours sleep from the night before to bring an awesome show. I go back to my normal schedule next week, but I was not going to have an awesome show. But in talking with Philly 500, it starts at the top. He agrees. Micah is a really good football player. And what I don't understand is why the local media, nothing against Brian Schottenheimer, right? Schottenheimer was not on the panel. Do you think Brian Schottenheimer had a really strong voice? Was there anybody in that room that said, what are we doing? Why are we trading away? Why are we trading away our best player on defense? Our best player. Arguably, I don't think he's better than CD. But, I could see why people would think that. Maybe he is. Micah might have been the best player on the team for a 29-year-old defensive lineman who will help, but it's not the answer. And two number 1 picks. Why? And do you believe that Matt Eberflus is on board with this? There ain't no way. Maybe he was because he likes Ezaraku. Maybe Eberflus stomached it. But Eberflus doesn't need another defensive tackle and not get rid of any. We got 6 defensive tackles and 7 DNs. We got 4 wide receivers on the roster right now, I think. We got practice squad, but Ryan Flournoy, there has to be another move coming. Ryan Flournoy is a very good special team player, and you cut him. Now, Zion Childress cleared waivers. They haven't added him to the practice squad. They need to make more moves. Expect more moves today, so stay tuned on that. I expect Flournoy to be able to be added back, but you got to make room. Are we cutting Mozzie today? Make a decision. But if you're telling me that Brian Schottenheimer and Eberflus were on board with this move, I'm going to call you a liar. just for the simple fact is you had to account for Micah Parsons. When Jerry Jones is up there saying, well, the run defense, well, the run defense. Well, where was that attitude when you were going into a playoff game with Marquise Bell playing linebacker at 215 pounds, maybe? When Bobby Wagner was crying and screaming, and Dan Quinn is on record as saying he wanted Bobby Wagner in Dallas. Bobby wanted to come to Dallas. And you didn't do it. Jerry, you didn't do it. You did not do it. And yet we went into a game against Green Bay, the same team you just traded your best player to, and you took boot to ass. Boot to ass. So, I don't know what people want. I used yesterday, I gave my opinion. I was very surprised at the $47.5 million. I don't want to pay $47.5. I hear other people, yeah, I would have paid it. Yeah. Listen, it should have been dealt with last year, right? It should have been dealt with last year. And David Mulligan, they didn't want to deal with Micah anymore. Micah was not the type of player that was going to be a team player. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. Okay? He does. David Mulligan. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. He wasn't going to be able to deal with playing under the fifth-year option. Jerry Jones is old school. Now, what I will tell you is, pay attention to what Stephen Jones said up there. He did interject it sometimes. Stephen Jones basically said, there are some players who don't want to talk to Jerry regarding a contract. And we don't ever go to the player with negotiations, and we go through the agent. Anybody out there that's mad at me because of my take, I don't care. Blame the player. He should not have engaged in conversations with Jerry Jones. It takes two to tangle. Blame Micah too. He takes blame. Go watch Michael Irvin's video. Go watch it. After the trade. He's upset at Micah as well for allowing it to get this far. For not having the stones to stand up to the agent and say, no, I really want to be here. Or did he? Talk is cheap, Micah. Talk is cheap. He's on record as saying that his podcast will not be have as many views. You think Dallas fans are going to give a shit about what Micah has to say now? I found myself going on arguably the worst app out there in the Bleacher Report app, trying to watch his comments. And it was cringy a lot of the time. Very cringy. So, this is not a good day. Let's not act like it's a good day. No, this made my pick against the Eagles that much easier. Because all the shit talking, like we keep hearing Lane Johnson, the yada yada yada. Just look at last year when Dallas was ass. Micah was all over the quarterback. All over him. It made that game easier for Eagle fans. It did. So that's an easy one. Take the L, baby. You were taking it anyway. Let's be honest. We were hoping.
You're trespassing on my property. Get the hell out of my yard.
Hey, JT, let me have this house.
JT let you have my house.
Yes.
My shed.
I want it.
You're trespassing on my property. You didn't win shit in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
This is a lot easier if you just lay back. He's resisting me. Pills. Okay. Pills are good. Pills are good. There you go, big guy. That's better. You want some ketchup and mustard?
Grab his dick and twist it!
Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight, dude.
You too much. Twist that dick!
Twist his dick!
Twist his dick!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. No dick twist!